Hi there. God bless. Pastor Robert here. Wanted to take a moment of your time, if you allow me to. I wanted to share a testimony. Unfortunately, many times we are busy in life and we don't really get the time to share. We don't make the time or the opportunity to share testimony. Sometimes we may think that it's too small of a blessing. Sometimes we are looking for the big blessings, and that's what we want to share, and that's what we want to voice, and we want to tell everyone. But I wanted to share a piece of what has happened to me recently and just share my heart more than anything. And I do it out of appreciation because I'm very grateful. I've come to really understand that I need to be and remain in a state of thanksgiving. And that's what this is about for me, at least. Some time ago, years ago actually, I went to the doctor and routine visits, and they found something in my digestive system that needed attention. So, as diligent as I could be, I followed up with the specialist, went through different procedures, went through different testing, very, very difficult ones at times, and something was found in my digestive system, what they call polyps, something that was cancerous, believe it or not. So it was a tough thing to swallow and a tough thing to understand, but I was thankful that was found, because in the diligence, my due diligence rather, and finding it was found at an early stage and removed. Well, years later, I've been in the same constant follow-up with my medical doctors and specialists, and as I stated, something was found, and I was supposed to go back just now when I came back for this year. Actually, I did a follow-up a couple of weeks ago, and in that follow-up, the concern was that more polyps could be found, or more things could be found, and obviously that was something that played in my mind. But I learned during this time to remain at peace. Not because I can produce this peace, not at all. Because I'll be honest with you, at every other exam that I had, it was nerve-wracking for me. Because there is a history of cancer, and there is a history there in the family, and all these indicators that, I don't want to bore you with the details, but there is reason why I've been through all this testing. And a couple of weeks ago, I did my follow-up test, which was a big one. Again, making sure that there's nothing there. And I was at peace. I understood that God was in control. I understood that God was covering me. Not that He wasn't covering me before, but I had to make the decision to submit to that understanding that when God is in control, it doesn't matter what the results are going to be. Because He didn't say that we're not going to have problems. He just said that He's going to be there for us through them, and together we'll overcome. It's not that the storms won't come, it's understanding that with Him and the covering that He gives us, we'll get through the storm, because another one will come as well, and we'll get through them. And we'll get to a point where it doesn't matter what storm we're facing. We understand that when He's covering us, it's going to be okay. And better than okay, it's actually going to be great. So, long story short, I got the results, and it couldn't have been better. Everything was clear, everything was clean, everything was perfect. It was just God's confirmation to me, once again, that He's in control, that He's covering me, and that if I can just submit to that understanding, that when He's in control and we allow Him to, when we don't submit to worry, when we don't submit to concern, when we don't submit to anger, frustration, bitterness, when we don't submit to blaming someone else or blaming my family history or whatever it is I wanted to blame. But I understood that I had to be in Him, and He rather was in me. So I just wanted to share that testimony, and I thank you for taking the moment to listen to this. And I encourage anyone that may have a testimony to share it. Doesn't matter how small, doesn't matter how big. When God blesses us, we need to share with others, because we don't know who may need to hear it that day. So again, Pastor Robert here. God bless. Have a great day, and share. Amen.